I always remember my first fag. So I grew up in a really deprived area. Everybody was like drinking and smoking, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? We all used to hang around the shops. And I always remember the fag getting passed around. And that was it. I suppose the right word is addicted at the age of 11, really. Even at school I was caught smoking. Looking back now, you don't realise, but looking back now, that was an addiction. I've always said to myself, if it never affected my health, I'd carry on smoking. And that was my get out clause. If I'm healthy, I'm going to carry on smoking. It's not affecting me. I've done that all my life, sort of thing. And then I tried half-heartedly to give up, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? There's always these little barriers coming up. I didn't realise at the time, but it's what soldiers suffer from, post-traumatic stress. Because I've seen quite a few things in Belfast and stuff. And then coming up to recently, I was really, really dizzy and had high blood pressure. I had the lung thing, but at the very end there was crackling, and they said they suspect COPD. So, and I've seen people with COPD, like family, and it's not nice. For me, it's health reasons, not the money. If there's £100 a packet, I still pay it. It was healthy, do you know what I mean? But to be told you got COPD, that was just like scared the hell out of me, so it did, do you know what I mean? So I came home on the Thursday, went to make a fag and a cup of tea, and I just got the back in, put it in the bin, and then I just contacted you people. It was hard. It really was, in the first couple of weeks. I had the patch on, the chewing gum and that to begin with. And every night my head, I used to go with, just before I went into bed, I went, yes, another day over. In the back of my head, I always had to back up, because there was days where I would just text Katie just out of somebody to talk to, somebody who understands. But I always knew in the back of my head that I've got backup. I could literally pick the phone up and say, look, I've had a fag or whatever. So because you've got that backup, it's like security. I mean, I can just about read and write, literally, do you know what I mean? So I find it really hard to phone chemist up and say what I need and stuff, but because it's done for you for that first couple of months, which is the most important bit, that was really, really, really helpful. In my head, I felt I can't let her down now because they've helped me. And the two most important things I picked up on was one, was you only need one cigarette to be addicted again. So when we're working in places where there's nicotine and smoking and stuff, that comes into my head all the time, and that works. You only need one. You only need one. And then I think to myself, that 3 months is wasted, that 4 months is wasted. So when I first stopped, the urges was like all day and, you know, lasting forever. What I've noticed for them as well is they're disappearing. The urges now are 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and just goes. You know? The crackling's gone away. That's disappeared, so it's not COPD. When I'm walking up Causeway Head or Market Jew Street with a wife, when I was smoking, mate, I was out of breath. My heart was... And you had to stop and you felt dizzy and your heart was so coming out your chest. So I think it's about 4 months in, I was working down Chapel Street, so I just tested myself and I speed walked up Chapel Street and mate, my heart was just normal. That would have killed me 6 months ago. I couldn't have done it 6 months ago, that's fast. And then yesterday, me and Lisa, I'm working up in a block of flats, 5-story block of flat staircase, up and down, up and down. Couldn't have done that 6 months ago. And then them two, if I give up, they'll give up. And she had to give up, she works with me. So I had that little thing going as well. And I thought, if I can do that for my girls, that'd be good. And what really helped us was the family chat, motivating each other all the time. But I think what worked for them was, because I've been smoking for 53 years, and they both turned around and said the exact same thing. If you can give up, we can give up. But it's the best thing I've ever did. I'll never smoke again, I know that. I do know that.